Test. Hey there guys, what's up? So it's Sunday. I decided to make a bit of a video and have some talks about what truly matters and what truly doesn't matter. I believe most of you guys are somewhat struggling and suffering from a bit of frustration with people and some issues, some matters of your life. You know, I won't. In fact, I shouldn't actually try to specify what those problems and issues are exactly, because we all experience pretty much the same problems. We pretty much struggle with the same problems, more or less, since we live in a broken world, and we will certainly encounter people who are less friendly, less helpful, and people who are just willing to hide behind the walls and trying to save themselves. So yeah, but nevertheless, who among us won't behave in such a fashion that we won't, instead we won't try to save ourselves when the time comes, but instead we approach somebody else and prioritize saving them first. So it's practically human nature, whether you admit or not. And the human nature, this wicked human nature, has been embedded in our deep, to the root, to the essence, to the to the bone marrows, to the bone cores of human flesh and soul and minds. So it's practically, we do in fact, we do in fact enjoy and share this awkward type of equality, more or less. So so basically it's nothing to get to be ashamed of, and it's nothing to that you should, or worth holding you back. So you shouldn't get too disturbed or too distracted by such fact, because it is a fact, and there's very little we can do to change it, unless unless you are God Himself. And though we are not gods, we are merely the creation of God, and we are all pathetic. We are all unrighteous. So we consider once you realize such a fact, and you will begin to learn how to reserve your judgments, against other people. So basically, it is for the best that we shouldn't judge, as I have mentioned previously in my previous video on YouTube. So yeah, so what's been, so please allow me to ask this question. So why do you think you are suffering? Why do you think you are struggling in the very first place? What do you want with your life? What have you decided to chase to pursue during your lifetime, and what makes you think that such thing and such goal worth of your pursuing? What do you think? So, well, I suppose why people nowadays tend to suffer a lot and tend to struggle a lot with their own affairs, especially with relationship problems, especially with the issues, the hurdles they tend to encounter at their workplace. Characterized by the extreme degree of rage and disappointment and even depression that could lead to some fatal, lethal repercussions, such as suicide or self-harm. So I think the most fundamental causes and reasons are because people don't know. Most people don't know what truly matters to them. They just simply work diligently and blindly to pursue wealth, status, admiration from others, and they worked so hard to earn such invisible qualities and attributes through the acquisition of certain physical products, items, or some physical possessions, such as money, such as big, magnificent houses, cars, such as a Lamborghini. But in fact, and eventually, they will eventually, either dispose of those cars, the houses, or they will sell them to the highest bidder, sooner or later. So it's just a matter of time and a matter of fact that they will, no matter how hard or how tightly they choose to cling onto their physical possessions and non-physical statuses or socio-economic statuses. They will one day just lose it, or they will just one day either lose it or transfer that entity or that wealth to somebody else, such as their heirs, or their people of their choice of inheritance. So basically, those things really don't quite matter in the long run when measured with God's infinite, indefinite, cosmetic scale. And besides, everything on earth changes. Everything on earth is changing, is ever changing. So what matters? So in fact, effectively on earth, what matters today might not even matter at all tomorrow. Such as for instance, a password. You sometimes you have to change your password that frequently, and For example, for a ICT security specialist, or for a ICT business, for a ICT business or business systems analyst like me, I have to change the password from time to time, and I will try to dispose of the old passwords from my memories entirely. So yeah, so once, to put it short, once you don't know what truly matters to you, you are not living a life at all. That's what I have. That I suppose that's what God has revealed to me, and what I have managed to realize the golden rule of forming your philosophy of life throughout the past 3 years, the past half a decade, pretty much. So, if you don't know what truly matters to you, or who truly matters to you, you will lose your grip. You will lose everything that truly matters to you, which you used to take it for granted. So yeah, so do treat those who matter to you equally, and even equally well, and even better to them. And I sincerely hope you are enjoying your Sunday or weekends. Have a great day or great night. Cheers. Bye bye.